Hey everybody, welcome back to some more Library of Ruina. Last time we were able to beat the, I can't remember actually what their names were called. Let's see, we have the Louis Association Section 2, number 2. So we beat Lowell, Cecil, and May. And then I actually did some farming off screen and we actually made a page for Lowell. Funny enough, Big Bird wasn't available for us to fight during the last episode just because I didn't get May's book, so I went back and farmed and I got May's book and I'm like, oh, hey, this unlocked for us. You know, I could have read that beforehand, but it's fine. We had to make Lowell's page here, and we just replaced Lowell with Wang. So we have a lot of the same stuff with the smoke build. It's just on a better page, 95 HP with stagger resist, and then you can see here that we endure stab, and then we're just normal resist to everything else. So just a little bit better overall, just we got replaced Wang. So we're going to be doing Big Bird and maybe some other stuff moving forward. But if you guys enjoyed this episode, please let me know down below. But otherwise, let's go ahead and jump in and see what we can have. We have Corbinian, Seth Thomas, and Haru coming with us. We're using Alan's page, Don Quan, Grade 1 Fixer, and Lowell. So let's go ahead and see, I guess, Bina as well, since Bina's here. And let's go ahead and jump in. All right, never mind. Bina decided that she didn't want to show up, so we just got to deal with these. So we have Eyeball Chicks. And then we have, of course, Big Bird here. What does Eyeball Chicks do? Sleepy Eyes give a special combat page that can stagger Big Bird, the librarian that defeats this character. Follower does not target enchanted librarians. Okay. Watchful Eyes. Big Bird's targets cannot be redirected by librarians. Oh, interesting. A lamp that burns forever uses dazzle on the first scene and every 3 scenes after, which inflicts enchanted on librarian. When a librarian is enchanted, a copy of Birdcage is added to the hands of all librarians who aren't enchanted. Okay. I guess we'll have to see that in a movement. So we can't redirect the attacks, but we do want to take down the eyes if possible. So we have a 6, of course. Gain 2 haste next scene. I'm going to go ahead and do that. We're going to go ahead and try to take these guys out as soon as we can. So I can't... No, we can redirect the eyeballs. We just can't redirect Big Birds. Okay, that's fine. We can deal with that. So gain 2 haste. I mean... On hit, inflict 4 bind next scene? I don't know about that. Do we have anything that we could really deal with an attack like that? I mean, we could use 4 to 8. All dice on this page gain 1 power for every 2 emotion levels. We're going to want to save that. We could probably clash with this, inflict 3 bleed. So let's try that. Great, we can't move any of that away, which is unfortunate. Okay, I'm gonna get things set up and then see where I land at. Okay, so I think I've got things set up. We're trying to take away from this gain +3 power against targets with slower speed. So I take those away and try to make sure that they're going towards targets that don't have slower speed, so they're not getting that extra power. So we've done that. A lot of these I'm not worried about. We're just gonna kind of let those through. They're just defense. So we're gonna hit play, see what happens. I need to turn that off next time. There we go. Turn quick mode off because I use it when I'm farming. There we go. Now I can roll the dice. Good, deflect, good. Okay, got some stabbing. Good, because of the singleton, got some extra. We almost staggered one of those, which is great. I don't think we're going to be able to get another attack off. Yeah, that's going to go through. That's okay, as long as they're not staggered this turn. Get some more bleed on them. Big Bird's going to do nothing, so we're not worried about that. Okay, so we should have the enchanted debuff. Okay, so there it is. I'm going to roll the dice. So what's going on here? So targets Big Bird. I don't see... Okay, here it is, Birdcage. Page effect only targets applied to librarians. Break a speed die of target and immobilize target next scene. On hit. Okay. So dice lose power when clashing against Lullaby. Oh. What is this? Okay, dice lose power when clashing against Lullaby. If target is enchanted, kill them instantly. So who's enchanted? You're enchanted. And if I'm thinking correctly, we can't pull this away. Well, I mean, there's okay, hang on. Okay, so this is a counter die. And that's gonna hurt. Page effect only targets applied to librarians. Break speed die if target isn't target and immobilize next scene. So Birdcage isn't gonna work against that, and we can't pull it away either. Right. A lamp that burns forever uses dazzle on the first scene and every 3 scenes after, which inflict enchanted. On a librarian, when a librarian is enchanted, copy of the Birdcage is added to the hands of all librarians who aren't enchanted. Okay. So there's Birdcage. How do I deal with this? Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of frustrating, but I kind of get it. We need to use Birdcage on these guys this guy and break his speed die. This one doesn't matter. It's just the one where if it's dazed, If target is enchanted, kill them instantly. Oh, I see. Ah, so both of them have to go. Oh boy. Okay. That's kind of frustrating, but I mean, I get it. It's the mechanic. But the problem is that I can't exactly block all of these attacks. And yeah, we have to kind of pull them away to make sure that no one's getting absolutely bodied, but there's only so much I could do. Like, you know, this isn't going to gain power, which is good, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see what's going to happen here. Hopefully our emotion level goes up. So birdcage, that's going to kind of take... Ooh. Are you going to be able to use birdcage before Big Bird comes and eats him? I hope so. Yeah, okay, so stagger, that's fine. That's going to go... Oh, that's not going to go through. Oof, okay, that's fine. Man, I was hoping to get the stagger there, but... That's okay. All right, it's fine. Where stagger is good. So we use birdcage, so you're not... No, you're still enchanted. Oh, no, you weren't. Okay, so you were still fine. Okay, so you're... Enchanted when uncontrollable. Speed is fixed at 1. Uses dazzle targeting Big Bird. Did I use that right? If target is enchanted, kill them instantly. Dies lose power when clashing against the lullaby. So do I seal Big Birds then? Maybe that's what maybe I used this completely wrong. That could possibly be. Page's effect only targets applies to librarians on hit. Break a speed die of target and immobilize. Dies lose power when clashing against lullaby. I'm not entirely sure where we get lullaby at. And I'm not sure if it comes from here or here. And I thought it was gonna oh wait, maybe do we get it from here killing these guys? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's this special one called Sleepy Eyes. Now this can't clash. If it's on hit, but as long as we don't clash, it's not going to do anything. At least that's what I assume. Birdcage is going to be used when we can actually clash with Big Bird. We can't clash with Big Bird right now. So we want to save that. Okay, I think I kind of understand. Maybe. Maybe. So what is this, 4? Okay, so we have a 5 going here. I kind of want to pull that away. That's a 4. This is a 4. Can't pull that away. I can pull this way, but honestly, that one doesn't matter as much. So I'm going to throw that there. Oh, Jesus, this is so rough. Oh, you're going to get hit by 2 of these. There's nothing I can really do about it either. I can clash with the 5, pull the 5 away. Yeah, there's nothing much else I can do here. Do you have 3 going towards you? No, you have this one going towards you, which we could clash with and save. Because yeah, that one's going to clash there, that one's going to clash there, that one's going to clash there, and it's going to increase the power, so we don't want to increase the power. Oh, jeez. Okay, that's fine. Sturdy defense. We can at least block sturdy defense here. We can pull this one away on clash lose, and actually we don't even worry about that. So we'll pull that one there. This one's just going to inflict bind. Ugh. We really don't want inflict bind either. Yeah, I kind of don't want that bind to inflict. We kind of need our characters to be free. Could extract fuel to get some light back. I can't clash with that. I can't clash with this. Oh, it's just not great, man. I mean, we could try to stagger here, but even then, it's not going to do much. And I could say, hey, draw the sword against this attack, but draw the sword's not going to do much except restore light. So I'm gonna see what happens here. I'm assuming this isn't gonna go. Okay, stagger deflect, we'll take that. We'll take the stagger deflect. I'm not mad about that at all. Yeah, it wasn't. Okay, you're gonna get staggered. Okay, yeah, that's fine. This is gonna go through. Deflect, perfect. Big Bird didn't. Okay, so yeah, as long as Big Bird can't use the counter, it's fine. You're back to normal, which is great. No one's enchanted, we're fine. Okay, on use target becomes enchanted. So that one's going to become enchanted next turn. We want to kill this one. I can try to pull this away if I possibly can. Sturdy defense. We'll pull you away. We'll clash with you. I'm going to go ahead and boost my attack as well, because I want to try to get you killed. Not worried about those at all. We just want to use attacks that will probably kill this guy. So I'm going to use Guidance to the Gears as well to restore, gain 2 smoke, restore 2 light. Yeah, all right, let's try that. That's really all I got too. Yeah, you're going to get enchanted. That's fine. Hopefully get a kill. Not a kill. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's real bad. Okay, so we're enchanted here. That's fine. Got a stagger on this one. The other one will probably be killed next turn. Probably could have done... Ooh, and the clash deflect. Ugh, not great. All right. So we don't want to clash with Big Bird, and we could only clash with that. So, but we could still use this. It's still forcing it. Oh, I see. Okay. So we do want to use Birdcage and seal this one at least. So I'm going to use the slowest one we have. I want to seal that. That's fine. That makes sense. If Singleton draw 3 pages, we definitely want this. I want to try and take out this one right here. So I'm going to pull this attack away. We're going to go through that. These I'm not worried about. That's fine. Birdcage we don't need to use. This one's... Hang on. Wait. Okay, no, we do need to use both. Okay, we need to use both. So seal that dice. That's fine. And I want to see if I can get this one killed. On use gain 2 smoke. I think we got enough smoke to do enough damage. I can't prod the weakness there. So let's just roll the die and see what happens. We're going to seal that, which is fine. Oh, come on, get the kill. Get the kill. Perfect. Good evade. Got the kill. So now we can attack Big Bird. Birdcage, seal. Okay, we get a kill here with enough smoke. Okay, so we got both kills on that one. Great. So those are gone. We can use the benefit. Okay, nothing bad there. So now we should have the page, right? Lullaby. If used against Big Bird, it falls asleep next scene, becoming staggered. Dice losing power when clashing against Lullaby. Dice lose power when clashing against Lullaby. Okay, so we want to clash with Lullaby. So I only want to use one of these, if I'm thinking correctly. So we want to use one Lullaby. If used against Big Bird, it falls asleep next scene and becomes staggered. So if I just want to hit play on this one's, you're not going to do anything. That's not going to clash. That's fine. That's not, okay, yeah, so make sure I read this right. Dice lose power against clashing against Lullaby. I just want to see if this works the way I think it is. Okay, so he is going to fall asleep, so as long as it clashed. So it is asleep, and it's going to get staggered. Perfect. Okay, everyone's awake. Now we can just go full throttle. All right. Unclash, win, inflict 1 bind. Yeah, sure, let's throw that on there. We got plenty. Draw on page. I want to do as much damage as possible. Gain 2 haste. Recover. We can use mend weapon to boost our power for sure. Any strong stabbing. Sure, we'll throw that one on there too, and then we'll do dagger press as well. So let's just throw everything we got on that one. Good. Repressed flesh. Honestly, let's just throw vapor. Throw vapor, and then autonomous rush is most likely what we want to use here. Yeah, just throw all that. All right, so all dice on this page gain 1 power for every 2 emotion levels. We have no emotion levels, so this is useless. We can use shoving, stab to bleed. Honestly, I think that's probably our best bet. Shoving, stab to bleed. We only have 1. Restore 2 light. Yeah, we'll go with that. I don't think this is going to be enough damage to kill. Nowhere near. Yeah, I just don't think it's going to happen unless our smoke build absolutely decimates Big Bird, which it could. It could very well hurt. Okay, yeah, there it is. Dagger press. Got some bleed going on. Mend weapon. Yep, we already know that. Is autonomous rush going to be enough for this? I don't think it is. Yeah, 42. We still have clash and respect. 25. Oh, it's not enough. But we do have, okay, we do have another one though. I completely forgot we have another lullaby, so we can just put it back to sleep. Oh, we don't have enough light. Oh, no, we have not enough light. Okay, that's fine. I got greedy. That's fine. We do want to get into the gears. What is this clashing with right here? Target becomes, oh, see, yeah. Okay, target becomes enchanted. That's fine. We want to use guidance to the gears, get our light back. Use draw the sword. We're just going to throw that there. That's going to clash. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not too worried about it. I mean, we still might be able to get a kill here. We're not going to have any motion level. Shoving, stab. Sure, on clash, win. It's going to have the defense side carry over, though, so I'm not sure if I want to do this or not. I think we should get the light restored here. We use any light restoring effects, and then we just go next turn. Because those are going to fall through. We just use... I don't have any... Yeah, okay, restore light here. That's fine. Recover 2 HP. Go on page, restore 1 light. Frontal assault. Yeah, sure. Go for those. We'll restore light. Clash win. Yeah, that's not going to win. That goes through. That goes through. I mean, I guess I could have done a little bit more because the defense side didn't carry over. Especially if I'm doing the one-sided clash, so that's fine. And we're going to put it to sleep this turn anyway. As long as we don't lose. Okay, so it is going to have that, but we're going to use Lullaby. Dice lose power when clashing against Lullaby, so that's going to lose its power. That's fine. I guess we have to use Birdcage for this, so Birdcage, just in case we don't want to lose a Librarian, just throw that there, and not worry about anything else. Okay, so gonna lose its power. I don't think it actually matters because we technically lost the power of it, but just in case. So yeah, you're still fine. You have your speed dice locked, and yeah, we killed. Okay, yeah, and then we killed from this. No problem. All right, Big Bird, not too bad. Just a couple mechanics here and there. And we'll use Vapor. That's absolutely overkill. There we go. All right, cool. Big Bird down first try. Let's go. Victory. And I guess we maybe get some story for Bino. Suppression of Big Bird complete. Any story? Yep. Your expression tells me that you have many questions you yearn answered. Why don't you take a seat and have a cup of tea first? Not used to this kind of occasion. In time, you'll grow accustomed to it, as with anything else. What is the library like from what you have seen? Again with that question. I thought I told you my answer already. Are you a bit wacky in the head? Viewpoints are bound to undergo constant change. Right, fine. I'll give you another answer. I fancy it with comparisons like Arena and Jail last time. But to put it bluntly, the library is a perfectly ordinary part of the city where people die out all the time. I see. Black tea doesn't taste too bad. No coffee, but it's got its own flavor going. It's because of the palpable agony of the tea leaf infusion. What do you mean the agony of the tea leaf? It's hard to believe. You said you were an arbiter from the head, right? I was indeed. I had a ton of things I wanted to ask an arbiter if I ever ran into one. Do you have any faith that I'll answer them? Nope, not at all. Besides, I got more pressing question now. You really are an arbiter. Why are you just staying here doing nothing? I'm simply watching from afar. I've long since laid down myself as an arbiter. You're just watching? You seem pretty complacent about helping Angela for a bystander. I simply take care of the task given to me. No more, no less. Okay, what if Angela ordered you to tell her all about the secrets of the city, only the head knows then? She has not made such an attempt, also because she knows that I will not answer regardless. No. Perhaps she already tried to uncover my secrets before I could realize it. And what if I try to kill you and turn you into a book here and now? Roland, I don't know if that's a good idea. If I can pull out every bit of knowledge you have by force. You're a bold individual. And quite hostile as well. That is what differentiates you from us, perhaps. And got any courtesy to show for one of the shady overlords of the city. There was once a man whose dream had been ruined by me. However, even when he faced me in person, his anger was directed at what was above and beyond. His gaze never settled on the things right in front of him. He always looked further. Like you were Angela, you were well nigh blind to anything outside of your immediate sight, as I can see. Hey, don't change the topic. Quite sharp indeed. You bear a poison, heavy and slow, yet deadly. I know you well, even though you know nothing about me. ... My occupation is to simply remain silent and spectate, so worry not. Guess our conversations will always be parallel. Oh, sorrow I have ended, you see, by respecting you, because I am certain you will never leave me. What is that from? Okay, they both know it, whichever. Are they supposed to be parallels of each other? Is that kind of how that's... Is that what all this means? Ah, I realize it. Your beauty lies in the force of your being.
조금 더 들고 가지
Are you leaving already? You are welcome to stay a little longer and finish your cup of tea.
입맛 버려서 말이야.
Lost my appetite.
가끔 말 상대나 해주려무나.
You may drop by sometimes and be my company. It is rather amusing to talk with you.
퍽이나.
Like hell it is. Yeah, Roland does not like Bina. I need to know more about that. You now have access to new abnormality pages, so we have Big Bird. Watchful eyes. The eyes always shone brightly, burning like stars in the night sky, but it gave its eyes to the Big Bird in order to protect the forest. Single ally fully restores selected librarian's light. Each scene a random ally gains no light, while the selected librarian restores one additional light. Okay. Eternally lit lamp. If I kill the creature first, then no one would be killed by the beast. Any enemy this librarian targets will be forced to target the librarian back, regardless of speed. And finally, salvation. To this bird, death in itself is salvation. All dice gain +1 power against enemies with higher speed. If target's HP is 25% or lower, destroy all of their dice upon winning a clash. Yeah, that's when you're facing an enemy and just want to disrespect them. Excellent. All right. So next we have, let's take a look at our invitation here. Got a couple different routes here. I have no idea what's here, but it does require a Book of Red Mist, which we do not have. I will need to get one of those. Also, if you just heard a crashing noise, I do apologize. One of my cats just knocked off something off my desk, so I'm gonna fix that real quick. All right, so fixing that issue, we're gonna go here. We're gonna just kind of continue left here. I'm gonna try to get the Red Mist book on my own time because I gotta go back and beat her again. So we're gonna do that at some point. But I'm gonna go right here because we do have the Book of the Warp Cleanup Crew. We have plenty of those, so let's go ahead and do that. We're gonna send the invitation and see what kind of story awaits us. Pain Fixer Bada. President, have you seen the request from T Corp? Are we not gonna address the man with the TV head? Kind of reminds me of an iPad, actually. Anyway, Nemo, Kane President. Okay, well, this is such a difficult situation. Martina, Kane Fixer. Have we been found out? How clumsy of W Corp to leak its singularity so carelessly. That's no good at all. I also like how his emotions change based on how he's feeling. Okay. Though everything went as the blue reverberation. I don't know why that's such a hard word to say. Anyway, said in the end, I must admit. Yes, indeed, this is a perfect opportunity for us to learn the details of W Corp Singularity. What they do now is visit the library, this invitation, and earn the books of W Corp's cleanup crew. Oh, look how happy he is. Prez, the library is a star of the city now. We completed 11 requests regarding stars of the city until now. Such expertise is why we're under the direct sponsorship of T Corp. When we acquire the confidential information of W Corp Singularity, what are you going to do with it? I don't believe you'll return it to W Corp. We should sell it to the clients that need the technology, of course. A patent war is about to break out too. So we aren't handing it to T Corp right away. Mr. Bada, it takes more than just diligent work to rise through the ranks as our office has. We should always seek opportunities. I was honestly skeptical at first when we were told to entrust work to some irrelevant rubbish like the Gaze office. Though they were joking with us, but look what it did for us. Here's the thing though. Oh, hello. See, squarey head. It went just as predicted, didn't it? Squarey head, okay. It is a pleasure to meet you for the second time, President Nemo of the Kane office. Okay, here's the thing. You Ponzi creep and wig-forsaken skeleton head. Since when did we agree to go there on our own? This is how you screw us over? We're supposed to walk into the library ourselves, including me. Six-sided skull. You bragged about taking care of 11 star of the city class requests mere moments ago. No. What's wrong? Well, tell me, are you scared? You were listening to our conversation. This could be problematic. You sneaky peepers, you. They say the walls have ears, but it looks like... Okay, yep. Am I scared? Well, yes, I'm scared. And okay, okay. Thanks for asking.
가정이 흥분했어.
Prez got miffed.
한동안 머리 식히느라
It's going to be a real hassle pulling him down for a while.
유명하고 권위 있는 집
And not quite expect the prominent and prestigious Kane office to swallow their words. Mr. Skullcap, do I look like scrap for brains? Your motive is transparently blatant. I can't possibly not be terrified. If I were to enter a library and turn into a book there, and then the library would get a book detailing of the singularities of W Corp and T Corp in the same library where the book about L Corp is. Okay. Guess we'll be getting a hold of 3 singularities at once. Oh yeah, the library. Yeah, I guess we would know L Corp. I mean, we obviously know L Corp, so will we get T Corp and W Corp's information? In times like this, when we're on the brink of a patent war, it's so plainly obvious. I don't see a point to say it twice. Tell me, who's the mastermind behind this? Whose pockets are you trying to fill with your little games? Dear, dear. Okay. I was wondering what words were going to come out of your agitated speech device. I wonder if it's a guy controlling this. That's all you can think of with a rectangular noggin. Singularities, a patent war? I can't even get a chuckle out of it. It's not funny in the slightest. You like to raise your voice over the pettiest things like your life depends on them. Don't you, boxy buck? I'm stunned how funny this is. Rhombus Brain thinks we're... these are just insults back and forth about the way they look. Thinks we're just here to make some bread. How idiotic. I like that. That's like a red alarm going on. Mr. Monitor. He's just constantly doing new insults to this guy. I'm not interested in your views. Patent war mastermind money. Think whatever you want, but promises are promises. Pluto? Ooh, okay, of course, sir. Ladies and gents, please have another look at the contract. Oh. To summarize the point, we'll provide Kane office with information about W Corp's singularity. Okay. In return, Kane office will secure books from the library for us when we want them. Why would you make a contract with these guys? The signatures of Mr. Nemo, Miss Martina, and Mr. Bada, and the leader of our ensemble, Argalia, are clearly written here. We aren't told that information about W Corp's singularity would be provided in the form of books from the library, not mentioning having to acquire it ourselves. Oh, they tricked them. Okay. All right, I get it now. I was going to say, how would they know this stuff? But it literally just... Yeah, all right. The terms are rather ambiguous vocabulary, admittedly. However, that would not make the content of this contract any less appropriate under the current circumstances. You aren't one to decide that. Cube boy, I'd taken Cube boy had taken the pen lightning and signed the contract in haste, making a huge fuss about patent war or whatever, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure he said he is in urgent need of intel about the singularities. Contract never specified that we were to head the library ourselves. It only said Kane office is going. Oh. Should check the terms carefully. Here, take a look. I'm not seeing a thing. Oh boy. Let me lend you my eyeglasses, dear. Have a closer look at the fine print. All those signed this contract must retrieve the books at the library. I mean, technically he signed it too. Technically Argalia signed it too. I mean, I don't think that's how that works. I think it's just like between the people signing and the contractor, but... What foolish deception do you think I'll get off scot-free after meddling with our business? What makes you think we'll bind by your fraudulent contract at this point? Dear, dear. This thing is no ordinary contract, you see. Ah, what's it called, Pluto? It'd be yesterday's promise. Haven't we heard yesterday's promise before? Right, that yesterday's promise. Not my type of name, to be honest. No. Yesterday's promise is something else. Anyway, if you don't fulfill the conditions of this contract, he can take anything out of those who sign the paper you see. We can take as much as we want, whenever we want. Nonsense. Pluto? As you wish. Lo and behold, this is Mr. Bada's heart. Okay, can we put that back? No? Okay. Yeah, there's his heart down there.
꽤나 돈 좀
You spent quite a fortune on your body. I can see this heart is augmented with exquisite procedure.
자, 다시 돌려드렸어.
Here, I returned it to you. How okay, you know what? I'm sure there's some magic behind it, but I'm sure... I don't know how you do cardiovascular surgery in an instant like that to make sure it's all fine, but sure. See old Oblong. Every single time he references Nemo, it's just another insult. I don't care about what you think. I just want you to keep the promises you made with me. Besides, T-Corp directly issued the same order to you, so you have to be there anyhow, no? Seeing with anger at us won't spare you from going to the library. Let me ask you something. What are you plotting to do with demons like that? I'll perform the beauty of humanity and this world. I'll break down the boundaries of the loneliness we all have. We'd appreciate it if you could get the job done by today. Beauty? Loneliness? Brain sick loony. Is your heart okay? Should we go see a doctor?
돌아갔군요.
Okay, yeah, I'm not addressing the heart. Okay. What are we gonna do now, Prez? Well, it looks like we've been had.
정말 괜찮겠습니까?
Are you sure we'll be alright going by ourselves? I'm underprepared. No, you guys are probably get turned into books, but that's fine. This is how every scenario goes. Let's think simplistically, everyone. Don't get too serious. Granted, it's not how every scenario goes. Philip got away. Yeah, there are some that get away. We head into the library, take the books, and come back. That's all there is to it. Let's get ready. Unfortunate for you, I might put you against the Red Mist, so yeah, there's no chance in hell you're gonna survive. I remember that skeleton. He was with the Library of Ruina, at least the last time we saw him. He said something about yesterday's promise. Like I read about in one of the guest books. On the surface, it appears to be an ordinary contract, but unfavorable terms are hidden in the fine print. It's speculated to be the cause of some kind of incident, although I'm not quite sure if the claim is verifiable. Even more obscene to see in action. That's such a manipulative scheme. I usually have kind of been manipulative as well, but it's fine. Well, I suppose he's far from being the only manipulative guy in the city, though. That's true. People use each other all the time. Do you think that's a given? I simply gave up dwelling on it any further. I still don't believe that's fair. In a similar vein, you're using me and I'm using you. If you say so, I guess. Don't worry, I don't mean to imply or any distrust towards you. It's just, yes, keeping the options open, that's all. Better safe than sorry, as they say. Hey, I never told you any lies, you know. You're only keeping a few things from me. I guess I am, as everyone does. Forget it. Why don't you go back to sorting books now? You won't bother being inquisitive, huh? Is there any reason you're asking further? None in particular. I could certainly pry, but I figured it wouldn't be fun to uncover everything about you that way. I came to the conclusion that having something to be curious of is beneficial for maintaining interpersonal relationships, that's all. Or perhaps I've grown to trust you that much. Well, it's nice to see some development from Angela. We were led by monsters out of a pan into a flame, a den of monsters known as the library. This has to be comedy gold, the joke of the century. But the library is rather gentle, if that helps. Just a moment. Is anything the matter? Martina? What do you think of this place? It's faint, but I can smell something. Interesting. Exactly. It reeks of money, profit. That is not where I thought that was going. You can't even smell with that head. Every cloud has a silver lining, and looks like we found one. Are you planning to sell books or something? Precisely. Even if our reputation as contract office may tank, at least we won't starve to death if we get books from here and sell them. Aren't you swimming in cash already, Prez? Martina, our president spends a year's worth of an average backstreet's dweller's food expenses every day. You can never have enough money. Still, I never bilked my office staff. My word upon it.
환영합니다, 손님.
Greetings, dear guests. Must be Angela, the director of this place, the so-called pale librarian.
전혀 창백해 보이지 않지만요.
She doesn't look pale at all, though. Bada, watch your words. What? Okay. Miss Angela here might be your precious provider of goods and wealth in the future.
사장, 태세 전환이
Rez changes his attitude so swiftly.
전 이제 익숙합니다.
I'm used to it by now.
부디 당신의
And she doesn't even want to deal with it. Maybe find your book at this place. Just get on with it. He did not want to deal with them. Oh, that's funny. Oh, interesting. This is a 3-on-3. I mean, I know who I'm using. All right, so I'm gonna get this set up real quick, and then we'll actually let's read through this real quick, and then I'll work on the setup after that. So, Nemo, upon taking what would be lethal blow, nullify damage and spend all charges recovered for 5 HP per stack. I don't. Why is this? What is? Nope. Okay. Well, I'm gonna get back through that real quick. Okay, so I can't exactly read all this, so I'll just read all of it when we get into the fight, because yeah, I can't exactly take a look at that, but we can take a look at the pages. Spend 4 charge, restore 3 light, so they just kind of restore light that way. Gain 5 charge on Clash Win, gain 2 charge, so they do have charge builds. Spend 2 charge to gain 1 protection to all allies of the scene. Okay, so they can spend charge to do that. And then we have Energy Beam. Dice abilities on this page only activate if the opponent has offensive dice. Spend 2 charge to destroy opponent's next offensive dice. Okay, interesting. Martina. Spend 2 charge to deal 6 stagger damage up to 3 times. I guess some pretty hard-hitting stuff here. Gain 3 charge. On Clash Lose, gain 1 charge. Okay, fair enough. And then you don't have a lot of pages though. Spend 4 charge to boost power of all dice on this page by 2. Okay, so gain 6 charge. Okay, we've seen that one and we've seen that one. All right, perfect. So I can read some of this stuff when we get into the fight, but yeah, right now it just automatically scrolls up on its own. I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna get these guys set up. I think Gabra is honestly a great, kind of like a fighter for us in this. So I'm gonna go ahead and get Jincy and Corbinex set up with probably some pages, probably with Alan or something, but I'm gonna get this set up and then we'll jump into the fight. All right, so here we are in the fight, scene 1. It is a 3-on-3. Let's go ahead and roll the die and see what happens. All right, so we know we have gain charge, gain charge, gain charge. We can actually read their stuff now. So, wow, this is not working as intended. That is kind of incredible. So I can't read it. We're just gonna have to kind of hope that things work right. I'm probably gonna reset the game, but it'll be fine. Yeah, for some reason it's like it has me actively clicking on this, and I could do that. That could work. And let's just like click right there, and then we can. Oh nope. Game, work with me a little bit. Work with me a little bit. You know what? We're not going to worry about it. We're just going to kind of go in this blind and see what happens. All right, so I'm going to get things set up here. We kind of know all the pages and everything, and then we'll hit Clash when it's time to go. Okay, so I've kind of set up everything. Everyone's clashing where they need to. We're going to boost up Gebra, get some defense, or not defensive, but it's, what is the word called? Some damage buffs, that one. I could use this, technically destroy a combat patch set onto a random speed dive target, and we don't have the light for that, so I'm not going to use it. Of course, obviously. So we're just gonna play and see what happens. So Gebra's clashing with this. I think I'm gonna clash. Yeah, deflect. Perfect. That attack's gonna go through. Not too worried about that. I think that worked out just fine for us. Oh, that was kind of cool though. I like the animation. All right, so clash. That's exactly what I wanted. Didn't want that to work. And then yeah, just do a ton of stagger damage to you. Honestly, we've already done a ton of stagger to him, so that should be pretty nice for us. Deflect, good, and then tons of damage there. I don't think this is going to be a hard fight in the slightest. We could do mark first enemy attacked by librarian. Just going to put that on Gebra, of course. We're going to add the mark right now. But Gebra does have increased damage now, and I could probably get a stagger here if I do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the infinity, and I'm going to do upstanding slash, and we're going to attack one of these. And on Clash Win, gain 2 charge. Spend 2 charge to give 1 protection to all allies. So I'm going to clash with that. And then I'm going to use Onrush to clash with this one. And then by that point, we should be able to get a stagger off. And then what do I want to do here? We have an 8. That's not really going to do too much to Gebra. We have 5, 4. We have a 2. We can pull away with a 4. That's on Clash Lose. You know what? Honestly, I'm fine with that. We can use Autonomous Rush. Or even Guidance of the Gears. Gain 2 smoke, restore 2 light. So Guidance of the Gears, that one. And then we use Valor to probably do enough damage Yeah, I think that's going to do a lot of damage, so we'll do that. If Singleton draw 3 pages, we'll go ahead and do this as well because we want the extra 3 pages. We don't want 7 to 13 on hit. Spend 2 charges. You have 4 charges, so we want to be careful with this. Yeah, we're not going to win that clash, unfortunately. I could focus on Gebra doing that, but I think honestly we'll be okay. We'll try to do the evade. There's a low chance that it works, but yeah, it's never 0. And then we'll restore 2 light, recover 2 HP. That's not going to work out. We're just going to try to pull these away from Gebra. Unfortunately, it's kind of like a sacrificial lamb type situation going on here. So we want to go and get damage off. Okay, so this definitely should do what I want it to. Gebra's going to be able to go through and do lots of damage. And because we got hit by that, it's fine. So onrush, this should get a stagger. We're going to use it again. Oh, and it almost got a kill too. Oh, that would have been so good. Because then we could probably get a stagger her or the other guy. Oh, that would have been incredible. Okay, deflect, that's fine. Good. Stab. Okay, so he almost died. That was almost so cool. Stagger. Yeah, Gebra has the counter, so that's okay. Oh, do we want to use Great Split Vertical? Destroy combat page sets. Inflict 3 bleed. I'm just going to throw that on you. Someone can kill you. That's fine. Upstanding Slash. We have the ability to, on Clash, lose game 1 charge. I'm going to throw that here. And then we're going to probably just throw this here, let you kill him. 2 damage. We could probably, yeah, we could use like Sturdy Defense here. Repressed Flesh. Yeah, we could pull Repressed Flesh there. And then honestly, we could use just a Autonomous Rush and probably get one of these guys down. This is a really, really easy fight that I think we're going to have no issues with. Go and hit play. Gebra's probably going to stagger this person. Yeah, you're gone. Sorry. Yep. Oh, jeez. Staggered. It's not going to be a kill, but yeah, that was a lot. Oh, I forgot about his passive. He had a passive that restores his health. Oh, that's a bummer. Okay, that's my own fault. I mean, granted, I couldn't read everything, but it's okay. Deflect. He's not going to get staggered. That's okay. You're going to get staggered and probably get killed, if I had to guess. Okay, yeah, you got killed. Good stuff. Oh, but I forgot about his passive. Okay, it's fine. Gebra's not going to go... Is not going to use her ego yet. So how are we going to handle this? We can use Focus Spirit again. Great Split Vertical we already used. So what do we... Okay, there's that. Can't block that, so I might just as well leave it. We can't use Vapor, so we can't use Vapor to block it. Probably our best bet is to use Guidance of the Gears here, and then Guidance of the Gears here. Pull that away. Yeah, that works. That's gonna get hit. I don't know what to do with that in that situation. We could use Mending, but that's, yeah. And we don't really have a counter die either to work with that, because like Gebra's is the strong chooses speed doublest value. I thought there was a counter die on you. Retaliate, get a counter die. There it is. I'm trying to read it. Get a counter die at combat start, 4 to 8. Yeah, I mean that wouldn't really work. I would like to stagger him or kill him. Honestly, we just probably don't need to clash with him at all. Like I could say, hey, use spear there, and we don't have anything else. You're gonna have to take the force of that damage. We can use Mend on you. Honestly, throw that there for right now. Use this here. And then I guess use Jamadar. No, we just I was about to say we use Prod the Weakness, but this gives us some light back. I think we can kill this guy. Maybe. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, you're gonna beam, that's okay. Gebra might get a kill here. He's got 1 health. I mean, I know we're gonna get him this time, but still. No stagger there. You're dead. You can't heal anymore. Evade, flash, stagger, and then we can kill him next turn. Yep, alright. Laughter, I mean, we just use wine, put that on Gebra. And then just say, can we do an overkill? No. We do onrush, sure. We'll say that, you know, we'll just throw onrush in there and then everything else just, yeah. Honestly, Geber could probably finish it off. Frontal assault, vapor again, because why not? Overkill. Always like us a little bit of overkill. Let's see, Geber's probably gonna kill in the first turn. Yeah, I mean, 7 damage, and then of course, vapor comes in and absolutely obliterates him. So Book of Bada obtained, and the 3v3 is done. Victory. Current call for the reception of the Kane office. Any story? Is that it? Floor of language. Jency got Night Owl, 5% chance to boost Pierce attack damage by +2 and Pierce stagger by 1. Oh, that's not bad for you, actually. That's actually pretty decent. Good. Guys, Book of Bada, Martino, Nemo. All right, cool. So we got plenty of books out of that.
거 전쟁이란 건 꽤
I suppose
치열한
patent wars are fiercely fought, judging from the way they talked about it.
그렇지.
Yeah, all in all,
도시에서
technology is the
보내는
most reliable
수단 중
means of making
제일
money
확실한
in
게
this city.
기술이니까. 그 기술을 위해 특허
Patent wars are
전쟁을
waged over the
벌이는
technologies, but in truth,
내게는 이기든
neither side
지든
really benefits from them.
양측 다 좋지는 않아.
It ends in a Pyrrhic
이겨도
victory at
손해인
best.
잘 대처하지 않으면
If they don't respond well,
모방하는
they might lose their
기술이
rights to the
나와
technology by a
시간과 에너지를
imitation
많이 쏟아버리니까
or spend too much
결국
time and energy
저런
for the
녀석들만
win
돈을 버는 격이야.
that had been worthwhile. At the end of the day, people like the guests we just greeted profit the most from the conflicts.
뭐, 그래도 보는 견해에서는
Well, it's entertaining to
재미가 쏠쏠하긴 해.
spectate as long as the trouble isn't
흥미로운
yours.
이야기가 많은데
We've got a bunch of interesting stories. Want to hear them?
그런 건 나중에.
Leave the whole thing for later
이야기가
time.
길어질 것 같네.
It sounds like it'll be a long tale.
알사도 특허
Has our
전쟁에
corp
참여한
participated in a
적이
patent war?
글쎄
Don't know.
들어본 적은
I don't think
없는 것
I
같던데.
heard any stories about that.
용병을 다루는
At least
것은
our corp is
적지
already
않지만
exceptional among private military
알사는
contractors.
중에서도 특출난 편이니까.
I wouldn't say our corp would have any
그럼
patents, would they?
알사가 다른 날개의
How about the
특이점을
singularity of another wing? Has our corp tried to get a hold of any?
그건 모든 날개가 똑같이 생각하는
Bet every wing
거겠지.
thinks the same about
보통 자신의
about that
특이점만
matter.
사용하는 날개는
Few wings
드물어.
use their singularities on its own.
알사도 분명 다른 날개의 특이점을
Our corp must be using a
사용하고 있을
singularity
거라고.
too that doesn't belong to them.
사용할 때마다 드는
You know what I
비용도
mean? And they gotta pay the owners a fee whenever they use them.
다른 날개의 특이점을 알아낸
They uncover the secrets of those singularities
비용을
owned
절감할
by
수
the
있을
wings.
거란 거지?
They could save the that expense, correct?
맞아.
Spot on. And very good. And we have a abnormality for just said. The road home and the the road home and scaredy cat. Well, we have something interesting to look forward to next time. But guys, that's gonna wrap it up for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, let me know down below. If you're new to the channel, welcome, glad to have you here. Check out the full playlist down below. We've had a ton of fun. We've been doing this, I think, since January or February this year. But if you guys have any feedback, suggestions, or need anything that you want to be changed about your character in the game, please let me know. But otherwise, hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you, as always, for spending some of your time here, and hope to see you next time. Bye, everybody.